Hello, long day's journey into dinner. Today was Monday Fun Day, which I skipped today. Um, we had a bunch of hostile 12s in the building this morning, and then the effort to go get some tweeting accomplished was mitigated by the robots that seem to show up to police every single keystroke and entry of text that I made on the little phone I was using. Uh, I started filming the robots as they approached. Every time I tried to use the keystroke, I tried to get some evidence about their psychology, sort of like openly challenging them to explain their behavior. When it seems like their behavior is endangering the area, and yet we're stuck with them because somebody sold Portland a bill of goods a couple of years ago, as if these Who things are able to magically solve all of our problems with their robots. Um, uh, I guess without getting lost in thoughts here, the point was I was trying to make some tweets this afternoon from the wireless signal over by the art museum, and some of the hostile Moore specimens showed up to create this big fuss when I was in fact trying to tweet about the possibility of tweeting without people making a fuss. So then the thing went back and got its John Cleese looking boyfriend or whatever, and there was this loud argument after a couple of other weird loud outbursts over by the art museum today. A couple times today I had people tell me that they were going to call 911 or call the police on me. Now, it was my understanding that we already have 911 and first responders and the police already watching all of this, so they already know for a fact that I am simply trying to use the internet and be left alone while I use the internet. That is the goal here, that I'm striving for normal, what once was normally normal. I am just trying to use my own computer, my own devices, and my own internet in my own home or in other such places where those things are available without being harassed by the robots or zombies or whatever we want to call them at this stage. So just in case the police actually were contacted, let me remind you, the stalkers that fabricated the arguments by the art museum today, uh, after pretending that they weren't stalking and harassing me, then as soon as Jessica was gone from the office for the day, recommenced stalking and harassing. And also, the neighbors from room 606 that I've been hopefully calling Secret Service about for the last several weeks, although I have reasons to doubt anything at all that I might hear on my phone in terms of government offices. Um, the people in room 606, when confronted today, featured an old lady that claimed that I was harassing her. She had her weird innocent old victim act. She pretended that I was in fact bothering her, even though she was found stalking me with her network around the neighborhood again today. And I asked that we could all have a conference together with Jessica in the front office to ameliorate their claims, except that they were difficult in that case. Basically, we have people that are unwilling to stop stalking the patient. I, Mr. Dave, this guy. We are hoping to convince these people to stop stalking and harassing the patient. The reason why we're hoping for that is because their behavior endangers the area. Hopefully, my track record has shown you I am very scared. Um, uh, After that big long afternoon interlude today, where the creatures from room 606 once again lied in front of the public about the hassle that they create, as soon as they returned back to the room, they created the hassle for hours and hours again this evening. So, as I tried to type an email to my brother, I found self generated text on Twitter based on the email I wrote to my brother. I also found self generated text on Facebook posts based on the email I was writing to my brother. I also heard the noises from room 606 emanating every single time I tried to type. Um, all completely the result of effects on my monitor. Uh, and Anyway, in theory, I'm supposedly helping my country right now, and I would like to continue with that. Therefore, I am leaving notes. I was asked to keep notes about what might be these final days before some kind of nuclear Armageddon, or before some earthquake, or before some flood-like disaster afflicts the area, before some massive cataclysm wrecks the world and permanently scars the place. I was told to try to keep a journal, so here I am trying to keep a journal. On Monday, October 16th, 2017, I finally heard from my little brother on the telephone, um, in a process which was severely hindered by numerous hostile robots in the building. I was given reminder that my room is probably unsecure, that people probably are still breaking into here even though we changed the locks in January. Um, And I was also reminded that law enforcement will not stop these creatures as they wander around in public places such as the hallway or the alley next to the museum. Um, Otherwise, I had a couple of stellar, wonderful moments today. Just these robots are an issue. I can speculate about their problem. I thought I was nice to the bill guy this morning. I thought I was nice to him. I thought I went well out of my way to explain to him why California is all on fire now, and I thought that he'd find that information helpful. I thought by telling him the story about Trinity 2 Sundays ago that he would have brand new specialized information about why California is on fire now. Um, and then an hour or two later, the psychotic Billbot lady that lives in the building here just lost her fucking mind, and I spent all afternoon trying to get rid of him. So here's the sum total point that you need to understand. I am trying to be left alone. I am trying to tweet and write and compose and Photoshop. I am trying to play with digital media here while being left alone. You are the crazy, insane public, and you have been unable to leave me alone for many years in a row. In fact, it's been going on for so long that I wonder if you're biologically capable of leaving the patient alone. You simply are so crazy and have been so crazy for so long that you just simply don't know any better. It's possible that there's a whole bunch of wetware that was genetically programmed on purpose with the only goal of disrupting any fun I might ever have on the internet ever. That's conceivable. Um, what was my advice when all this started? My advice was remove the hostiles from the building. And that was at the beginning of the year that I pointed that out. And all year long, you didn't remove the hostiles from the building. In fact, you probably thought you would try to be friends with the hostiles, didn't you? You probably thought you'd make some kind of alliance with them. You liked their cool toys. You liked their special science fiction-esque abilities. You liked their television entertainment. And so you harbored the possibility of friendship and partnership with those things back in early September. And then in late September, how did that work out for you? What's that? What's that? You can't trust those things as far as you can throw them? Well, okay. Here's what I'm telling you. You have to remove the hostiles from the building. You have to remove the hostiles from this building. If I am to live here, you have to remove the hostiles from here. See how that works? The criminals, the insane, sex offending, criminal, stalker, mass murdering, treasonous specimens that live in this building have to leave. Have to leave. Yes. Anyway, there's my journal entry for today.